Hello, what's up guys? In this video I am going to show you induction motor explanation. The induction motor is frequently used in industries and it is also called the horse of industry. Mostly motor used in industries are squirrel cage induction motors. Three-phase induction motor is self-starting and also single-phase induction motor need a special mechanism for starting. The induction motor we can also use as generator, but induction generator is rarely used in wind power plant and some other specific applications. The induction motor power is given in horsepowers. Now I will explain what is horsepower. Basically, the horsepower is equal to foot-pound per second. This unit is invented in 18th century. Horsepower have the formula torque multiplied by RPM divided by 6250. In this way, you can calculate the horsepower of any induction motor. Next, I will explain you the construction of a induction motor. Basically, the rotor of induction motor is take energy from stator through magnetization and the current running through the rotor, and that's why it is called the induction motor. And the induction motor rotor didn't need any source for the excitation. In induction motor have two major parts. The first is stator. The stator of induction motor is same as the stator of synchronous generator. And the second part is of the induction motor is rotor. Next, I will explain the advantages of induction motor. Basically, the induction motor is cheaper and have less weight and have a strong, and it is maintenance free. Induction motor need very small maintenance as compared to DC motor. But the induction motor have some disadvantages. The induction motor run at the same speed. Induction motor speed varies lightly with load torque. In this picture here you can follow my cursor. It is a stator of induction motor and it is the winding of induction motor. Here you can follow my cursor. Here is the slots of induction motor, and here is the winding of stator of induction motor. Next, I will explain you the types of induction motor. Next, I will explain you the AC motor and DC motor. First, I will explain you the AC motor. AC motor have two types: synchronous motor and induction motor. In induction motor, which include three-phase induction motor and also include one-phase induction motor. If we talk about the DC motors, in DC motors, as you can see, separately excited, self-excited, shunt, series and compound motor. Here you can see it is the picture of squirrel cage rotor, and it is a picture of wound rotor of induction motor. Here you can see the construction of induction motor as I explained earlier. Here is the rotor of induction motor, and the induction motor have two type of routers. First is squirrel cage router, and second is wound router. In a squirrel cage router, router bars shorted at both end. If we talk about the wound router, three-phase winding in wound router is connected in a Y or delta connection. Here you can see the picture of wound router, and three resistances, three variable resistances, and the three connection are shorted externally. If we talk about the stator, in stator, laminated iron core with slots. Coils are placed in the slot to form a three or a single phase winding. And next, I will explain you the parts of squirrel cage router. In squirrel cage router, laminated iron core with the slots and metal bars are molded in the slots. Basically, the purpose of metal bars to reduce the noise and to absorb the heat. Here you can see the major parts of induction motor. Here is the stator. You can follow my cursor. Here is the winding of stator, and here is the winding of stator, and here is the iron core with slots, and here you can see router. Here is ball bearing. Basically, ball bearing we place here for smooth running of motor. Here is a centrifugal switch. Basically, the purpose of centrifugal switch is to control the rotor, is to activate or deactivate the rotor. It is a close view of stator of winding, and here you can see the close view of rotor, and here is also shown different parts of motor. You can see in this picture. Here you can see, you can follow my cursor. Here we make a connection for running the motor. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel for getting the latest update. Subscribe my channel.